A few months ago, my small group wanted to find a way to serve our community, but everyone in our group was really busy and we just couldn't find a time or a day that would fit everyone's schedule. And then we got this great idea. Why not just serve during our regular small group time? Rather than meeting as a group, we would just go serve as a group. So we took a week off from our study and we had a packing party for the Community Basket, a ministry here at the Jar that provides cleaning and hygiene products for people in need. Things that food stamps just don't cover. So the night of the packing party came and we all got together, we bought some pizza, listened to some music, and packed bags of items to give away to those in our community who were in need. And we had a blast. And there were hundreds and hundreds of people that we were able to impact by packing these bags and being able to show God's love in practical ways. Now, when the night was over, then we realized we weren't serving in place of having a small group. Serving was our small group. I mean, that's what small groups should look like. Not only meeting and learning how to follow Jesus, but to actually then go and do the stuff that Jesus called us to do. You know, Jesus had his own small group, his disciples, and they didn't just spend all of their time in a room talking about Scripture, but they actually went out and did the stuff. And that is what he called them to do. They went into their community and the surrounding areas and they served the people who were there. When someone was sick, they prayed for them. If someone was discouraged, they uplifted them. And as they did, their small group began to grow and to grow and to grow. And the impact that they made is still making ripples even this day. I mean, the reality is you are sitting here in this group because Jesus and his small group got off the couch and served the people around them. And the past couple of weeks, we've been talking about how important a good foundation is in a small group. And one of the most important characteristics of a solid small group is that they are outward focused. You know, because the truth is, it's easy to get so comfortable with people in your group that you want to shut the doors and protect the bond and let's keep it inside. But solid small groups not only love the people inside of their group, but they also have a heart to serve those outside, especially those who are far from God or disconnected from the church, because Jesus's heart breaks for those people, and ours should too. So if you want to have a small group that looks like the group that Jesus had, you gotta get off the couch. Find a way to serve, whether it's volunteering at a food pantry, serving at the Community Basket, or collecting money, maybe for a mission trip. It could even be as simple as having a game night, inviting some friends who are far from God to come together and connect. But no matter what, find a way to be outward focused, to actually do the stuff that Jesus did, and you'll have a group that makes an impact for eternity. Now, years ago, there was a women's small group at the Jar who decided to serve at a local women's shelter. They wanted to serve in a way that would build relationships with the women who were there, that they would be noticed, so they could share their faith in an ordinary conversation. So they got the creative idea to have a manicure party, and as they painted the nails of these women who were often forgotten, they began to share stories and make connections. And now I want you to hear a story of one named Barb and the impact that was made in her life.
My daughter Jenna and I were staying at the YWCA. I was at the Y basically. I was in an abusive relationship. I was jobless. I wasn't very healthy at all. I hurt every day. I still hurt every day. because of my fibromyalgia. I had nothing, but I didn't care because we weren't going home, and we didn't go home, and that's why we ended up at the Y. Well, the night of the manicure party, me and Jenna actually didn't even know what was going on, so we kind of just walked in there. Jenna got all excited, which I was a little excited myself. I actually came across a very nice lady, and I don't remember the exact words she said to me, but she said a lot that inspired me, and I do remember sitting and talking for a very long time. And she actually invited us to church. And my words was, "I will think about it." Jenna's words, on the other hand, and I remember them very plainly, "Oh, we will be there." And we ended up having a very wonderful time. We got our nails done, and Jenna would not leave me alone every day after that when we got to the Better Way. It was, "Mommy, it's just right there. Come on, Mommy, let's just go." And finally I caved. I gave in. And then we went to the church. The jars encouraged me to invite people, and I invite a lot of people. I've had a couple people show up. I stepped out of my shell a little bit, and I started volunteering since I've been going to the jar. I got baptized 2 years ago. My words when I got baptized was, my first word was abused, because I've been through a lot of abuse through my lifetime. But then I picked mended because I felt like by finding God, it gave me the strength to be able to walk away. I think it's important for small groups to serve outside their group, because even though some people don't believe, I think it still brings hope in their life. And it gives them something to think about. And it shows the world that there are kind people out there still. I know it's helped me a great deal, because I've went from the Y, the Better Way, to Bridges, to one of their apartments, then to a house I was renting, and now to a trailer I'm purchasing. And it actually makes me feel pretty good, and I don't think I could have done it if I wouldn't have started at the jar and found my way to God. And had I have not went to that manicure meeting and not started the jar, I'd probably still be sitting in that abusive relationship right now, because I would have probably caved.